What's going on, y'all? You're back and you're listening to Occupy the Media. I want to thank you if you're tuning in. I definitely appreciate that there. Okay, so we were jumping in some more headlines that we were talking about. Let's see, what else do we got going on here? This is great news, you guys. If you didn't hear this, CNN hits a 20-year low. MSNBC down double digits. This is talking about ratings, okay? So this is over at, where are we at? What is this, Breitbart.com? Okay, and let's see what it says here. Everyone in cable news has a ratings decline in May. Fox News remains number one, though, and also suffered the least as far as a decline. Okay, so CNN that continues to collapse. MSNBC dipped around 20% in total viewers, and Fox News dipped 6%. Okay, so the news just went from bad to worse at CNN after the cable news network delivered its lowest rated month in total viewers in over a decade in April. May became CNN's worst month in primetime among total viewers in over 20 years. From April 30th to May 27th, the cable news network attracted an average of 389,000 viewers in prime time. It was also CNN's second lowest rated month in prime time among the 25 to 54 demographic since October 1991. Only May 2000, with 104,000 viewers in the demo, did worse. Piers Morgan Tonight received the lowest total viewers in 25 to 54 demo numbers that CNN has had in the 9 p.m. time slot in 2 decades. MSNBC continued to run as the number 2 cable news network in May, second to Fox News in both total day and prime time. Like the other cable news networks, MSNBC experienced declines in May, down double digits across the board. The ratings for May 2012, prime time, Monday through Sunday, 674,000 total viewers. And total day, Monday through Sunday, 385,000 total viewers. In total day, MSNBC was down 19% in total viewers and down 26% in the 825 to 54 demo compared to May 2011. Ratings were similarly low in primetime, with the network seeing losses of 19% in total viewers and 21% in younger viewers. One bright spot for MSNBC was its weekend opinion shows, Up with Chris Hayes and Melissa Harris Perry, both of which have premiered in the past year. As usual, Fox News comes in first among the cable news channels in May, but even the ratings leader was not immune to the decline this month. Compared to May 2011, Fox is down 6% in total viewers and 12% in the A25 to 54 demographic in total day. In prime time, the network is down 9% in total viewers and 23% in 25 to 54 viewers. Okay, so again, this is at Breitbart.com. So it looks like, the media is really getting hit because more and more people are not even paying attention or watching the media anymore. And that's great news because they're going to start losing some of their sponsors and advertising. So, keep not watching Fox and CNN and MSNBC unless you're doing what I'm doing, which is recording them and exposing them, putting it on YouTube. And, I say that Fox News is only doing better right now because Fox News is like anti-establishment for the moment. They're against the Obama administration, even though they're really not. But they just talk like they are. So more and more people might tend to listen to them. Right around now, you tend to get a little bit more better news from Fox than the others. But that's only because Obama's president. Back when George Bush was president, Fox News was the worst. And now, look at MSNBC. They got the lowest ratings, and why is that? Because they're all over Obama. Let me fix this real quick, getting a little reverb in my phone. Okay, sorry about that. So, you guys check this out. Breitbart.com. Everybody's ratings are going down. What else do we got going on here with the headlines? At antiwar.com, U.S. What is this? U.S. still runs U.S. still runs Afghan torture prison. The U.S. has made much of its transfer of detainees at Parwan detention facility to Afghan government control. This, as with so many other transition moves, has been hyped as enormously significant, but in reality it's superficial. For the detainees, nothing has really changed. They're stuck on a U.S. military base with their administrative detention, nominally under Afghan control, but access to them is strictly controlled, and the Afghan general running the facility is hopeful for future influence but still mostly a figurehead. Even though the transition agreement puts him theoretically in total charge, the Afghan general himself is not much better off than the detainees on site. His cell phone receives when he arrives at the facility, and even his access to interviewers is controlled from the Pentagon. Okay, it goes on to say here, such issues are likely to continue to grow as U.S. officials try to change the narrative of occupied Afghanistan to an ended war with the massive and continental military presence, while at the same time retaining all the control in everything but name. Okay, so that's over at antiwar.com. Also up there, up to 68,000 U.S. troops to remain in Afghanistan until into 2013. The number 2 U.S. commander in Afghanistan agrees with his superior officers that 68,000 U.S. troops will remain in Afghanistan going into next year. Lieutenant General Curtis Scaparrotti says the U.S. should maintain that 68,000 troops into next year to continue combat operations against the Taliban insurgents and to continue to train Afghan troops. The top commander in Afghanistan, Marine General John Allen, has said that the U.S. will need significant firepower and about 68,000 going into next year after about 23,000 are withdrawn by the end of the summer. The generals are refusing at this point, however, to say what will happen later in 2013. Quote, personally, I would like to stay at 68,000 through the first part of the year, said Scaparrotti. And then again, we'll make an assessment and we'll decide what we need going forward, which then after that, you'll be asking for 68,000 more or 100,000 more. While most will be withdrawn by the end of 2014, the U.S. will continue the war, including conducting night raids and drone strikes into Pakistan well beyond this 2014 date, perhaps until 2024. The official statements are a blunt reminder, after lots of talk about the end of the war, that the combat role for the U.S. will continue to disrupt the war-torn country of Afghanistan well beyond the supposed withdrawal date. So again, you guys can check that out at antiwar.com. Yes, I mean, we're going to be in Afghanistan for as long as possible if they can have it their way. We will never leave. We'll be there forever. How long have we been there now? What, over 10 years? Over 10 years now? My God, a decade? We've been at war and we've accomplished nothing. We've accomplished nothing. We just created more terrorists and more terrorism. Anyways, we'll be back after the break. I'm your host, Paco. You're listening to Occupy the Media.